Hey, what's up guys, Sir Emanon here, and welcome to another feature match commentary on the channel today. So this is going to be round 7 of LCS number 11 happening this weekend, and it's going to be between Nice Boy on Shaddoll Invoked versus Alternativa on Virtual World. Pretty cool to see people trying to adapt with VW and see how well it can perform in the new format, and I believe both players are currently X2 going into this round. So let's go ahead and get started with this match without any further ado. So looks like Shaddoll Invoked is going to win the RPS, but chooses to go second there, I believe. Yeah, chose to go second. Pretty interesting. So the opening hand for VW going first is going to be Ashe, Qinglong, Xuanwu, Desires, and Kowloon. So this hand definitely needs Desires to work because there are no hand effects of VWs right now. But it could be good depending on what gets picked up here. And then the opening hand for Shaddoll Invoked going second is going to be Eldritch the Golden Lord, Call by the Grave, Super Poly, L Shaddoll Fusion, and Shaddoll Fusion. Both of them here. So cool to see this card as like a light target to send off of Shaddoll Fusion. It's also a decently generically good going second card. Can also like send away Magical Meltdowns since we do know that they're on the Invoked package here. Super Poly is pretty interesting. I do wonder how many board breakers and or hand traps are in this list since it is going second. But yeah, seems pretty decent having 3 pretty good go second cards. So we're going to see VW kick things off with a Kowloon that's going to place Chuche face up. And then going to activate Paw of Desires that's going to banish 10 and then draw 2. Let's see what the draws are. It's going to be Gamma and Lalo. That is not ideal, but it works. Let's see what was banished here. Chuche, Ashe, Itelli, Ashe, Lulu, Prosperity, Qinglong, Tutu, Lily, and Gamma. So nothing super relevant. The one of Tutu is banished. But yeah, it seems pretty good. So, alright, they're just going to set Xuanwu and pass. Maybe they don't want to commit Lalo yet and just want to, hold off with like Gamma and Ashe and then like combo off next turn. That's like option number 1 as to why they passed. Option number 2 is that they only playing 2 Qinglong, which I've seen in some builds. So that could be a thing. Like they could be on like 3 Prosperity, 1 Desires, and only like 2 Qinglong. I've seen that build. So that could be a thing as well. The other thing could be that they know the matchup and don't want to play into Shaddoll Fusion. So there's like a bunch of options there. But we are going to see a top decked Shaddoll Hedgehog, which is nice to kind of unlock the hand here. The rest of it wasn't looking that good without the opponent committing into monsters. So nice to see a Shaddoll monster picked up there. So they're going to activate Shaddoll Fusion. That's going to be Ashed, and then going to chain Call by the Grave as Chilling 3. So going to fuse away Golden Lord and Hedgehog to make a copy of Construct. And then Construct and Hedgehog both trigger here. So Hedgehog going to grab a search for a copy of Squamata, and then Construct going to send Dragon. Dragon effect going to pop the set, which was Xuanwu. Interesting to see that they actually went for a Dragon there to pop the blind back row, because there's not really too many back row that the deck plays, apart from like maybe if they're expecting Imperm, that could be a thing. But they're going to normal summon Squamata and then go into battle phase, attack for 28 and 18, which is a fair amount of damage for sure. And then they're going to Super Poly in the battle phase, fusing away the Squamata and the Construct for a second copy of Construct. They're going to go ahead and trigger all the effects. So it looks like Chainlink 1 Construct on field, Chainlink 2 Construct to add back, Chainlink 3 Squamata, and then El Shaddoll is going to be the target. So yeah, they are going for game this turn. So going to go ahead and send Beast. Oh yeah, because they're going to send another monster and a chain block, yeah. So they're going to go ahead and add Fusion, and then Construct going to send Wendy. Yeah, and then going to go Chainlink 1 Wendy, Chainlink 2 Beast. Yeah, they're playing around Gamma the entire time, which is cool. Yeah, gonna chain Gamma to that. Yeah, because they know that if they don't, then they can just attack with Construct, Super Poly, El Shaddoll Fusion in the battle phase, and then not activate Construct, and then just attack for game. So you kind of have to Gamma here, even though it's like really not ideal. So yeah, Wendy summon out Squamata, and then going to go ahead and just go to end phase, and then pass. For turn, the top deck is going to be Gigi. DB images are kind of slow to load today. Pretty good. Again, I do want to know if there's like multiple Qinglongs, or rather 3 Qinglongs or 2 Qinglongs in deck. So Qinglong going to activate. That's going to go ahead and be met with actually a El Shaddoll Fusion to go for Winda. And then going to send Qinglong. Alright, so there's the first option eliminated. So there are 3 Qinglongs in the deck. So it's either matchup knowledge or just trying to make Gamma live and then like play for next turn. So those are the other reasons. So you're going to go ahead and Squamata and Construct effects. So we're going to go ahead and send Ariel and add back the Shaddoll Fusion. I don't know why I was blanking there. We're going to go ahead and Ariel to banish the graveyard. So we're going to go ahead and banish all the VW cards in there. And then they're going to be thinking here. So this is actually really awkward now because the other pitch outlet in Xuanwu is also not going to get this Qinglong out of graveyard, and the third one's banished. So this will be very awkward here. Just going to pass, actually. For turn, we're going to see a top deck Magical Meltdown. Going to activate Meltdown here. Chooses not to actually use Chuche on it, which is pretty interesting. And then going to activate Golden Lord effect. Oh, that was big, actually. Yeah, to not use the Chuche there. Maybe holding it for something else. Although the card in hand was known to be Shaddoll Fusion. So going to go Lord Summon itself, win the attack, and that's going to be game 1. So game 1 goes to Shaddoll Invoked, going second. Very interesting to see, again, a blind second deck able to take it down for sure. Especially because we didn't see any hand traps or anything in particular. Like, nothing that was atypical of Shaddolls. So it's really, really cool. So we're going to go ahead and now see Shaddoll Invoked being forced to go first in game number 2 here. If you guys are enjoying the video, be sure to leave a like and subscribe if you're new here and want to see more commentary similar to this style. But the opening hand for Shaddoll Invoked going first is going to be Resh, Magical Meltdown, Ash, Cosmic Cyclone, and Shaddoll Fusion. So this is looking to just be Hcabe pass. And then the opening hand for Virtual World going second is going to be Pot of Prosperity, Lili, Lelel, Itali, and Lelel. Pretty interesting hand. Definitely is good, but no like dedicated go second cards or hand traps. So going to go ahead and activate Magical Meltdown here. That's going to grab a search for Alistair. And then going to normal summon Alistair and use the effect to grab Invocation. And then they are going to link off for a copy of Almirage, and then link that off for a copy of Secure Gardner. And then activate Invocation to go and make Hcabe. And then from here, they're going to go ahead and shuffle back to add back Alistair. And then going to go ahead and set Cosmic and pass. For turn, the top deck is a Psychic Soldier that rides into battle against security forces on Currents of Lightning using an autonomic amplifier called Psyframe. Yeah. I mean, that's not going to help, but I mean, the rest of the hand is pretty good, so we'll see. Going to activate Pot of Prosperity. That's going to banish 6. And then going to excavate 6. We see Harpy's Feather Duster, which is pretty cool. And Lightning Storm as well. Let's see what's banished. Enter Blathnir, Utopia Beyond. We see Coral Dragon, Breaksword, Stardust Charge, and Croc. It makes sense to banish the cards that draw, obviously, under Prosperity. So, yeah, pretty... Nothing too, like, outstanding. Gonna grab Kowloon off of that bunch. Put the rest back to the bottom. And then we're probably gonna see an activation of Kowloon shortly afterwards. That's gonna place Chuche face up. And then gonna activate Lili first. That's gonna be met with Cosmic, pretty big. And then gonna activate Itali. Gonna let that resolve, not gonna Ash that. Gonna bring out Nyan, and then gonna activate Lelel here. Chooses to Ash there. And then going to Tribute Summon Driver. That is the best use of Driver here. Gonna either force Alistair or just let the Hcabe die. I think you let Hcabe die here. Yeah. And then just pass. For turn, we're gonna say top deck the Lancia. So Shaddoll Fusion looking pretty dead right now, but has Alistair, so not bad. Gonna go ahead and normal summon Alistair, use the effect to grab Invocation. And then going to activate Invocation, gonna banish the Nyan. Oh, so playing Raijin, pretty interesting. So gonna go ahead and bring that out. And Nyan actually cannot trigger here because of Magical Meltdown. Yeah. And then Invocation effects. That's gonna bring back Alistair. And then gonna attack for 22. And then gonna pass. We're gonna say top deck the Lightning Storm. The rest of the hand's not that good. Because all of these cannot be normaled right here. So just going to pass. We're going to see a top deck L Shaddoll Fusions. So yeah, no Shaddolls, which is pretty fortunate for the VW player here. Going to normal summon Alistair, use the effect, grab Invocation. And then going to activate it and banish Hcabe to bring out Agides. And then Invocation, shuffle. And then Battle Phase going to attack for a fair amount of damage. This is 2022. Not quite game though. Gonna pass. For turn, we're gonna see a top deck Bell. Wow, these are just not good draws. Gonna activate Lightning Storm. Gonna chain Raijin. Oh yeah, activating it to destroy monsters. And then chain Raijin, targeting Agides. And then gonna book it. And then gonna set Bell and pass. We're gonna see a Wendy for turn. Ooh, that is probably just the end of the game here. So you're gonna flip up Agides, normal summon Alistair, and that is the end of the match. So VW gonna be folding to Shaddoll Invoked 2-0. I think honestly some of those hands were just unfortunate. Yeah, the turn 1 was like not ideal. There wasn't really anything worth making, I think, with the Lao. And I think holding the Gamma there was totally fine. I totally see why that was the case. And then game 2 is just like pretty tough because it was like Cosmic on the Chuche was big, and then Ashe was nice there. And then just like the staying power of Invoked, even though there were a bunch of Dead Shaddoll cards for the longest time. But yeah, that's going to be it. So that's going to be it for the video. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, be sure to leave a like as well as any thoughts or feedback in the comments. Subscribe for more informative and competitive Yu-Gi-Oh content. If you want to, you can follow me on all social media platforms or support me in the description box or with the links in the description box as usual. And until next time, I'll catch you in the next video. See you guys.